friends, it is the last day of 2024 and I really wanted to just pick up my camera and start a little read with me video slash January TBR. Hi, okay, editing SP here. I wanted to say that I completely realized that I am so late on getting this video up, and it's actually like almost February, but I decided that I'm still going to include my January TBR because why not? I just want to talk about these books, and this TBR is technically flowing into February, March, whatever, like however long it takes me to read these books. So this TBR is technically not just for January, it's just kind of my like near TBR for the near future. But anyways, I just wanted to clarify that I'm still probably gonna put this video out even though it's almost January is almost over, but that's okay. I'm hoping this will still motivate me to continue making videos in the future. So thank you. Anyways, just wanted to give a little, whatever it's called, give a little message. Forget the word. And a bunch of other random things. I'm not really sure what's going in this video yet, but I am excited to get back into doing YouTube videos in the new year. That is one of my goals, and I am just really excited to be filming and talking to you guys again. I'm currently reading The Hobbit and really loving it. It's my first time reading it. So I'm gonna give you some reading updates. I'm reading some other really good books right now. And it's gonna be a cozy read with me, start the new year with me video. So thank you for watching, and I am excited to get reading. So I'm gonna give you an update when I have another update. So I want to give you a super quick update on The Hobbit. I am about 200 pages into this book, and this is my first time reading The Hobbit. I am fully anticipating, hopefully, getting to The Lord of the Rings in 2025. And I actually have never really watched any of the movies, never really had too much interest, if I'm being honest with you. And I felt like it's because it kind of confuses me. So I wanted to read the books and then go and watch the movies, so that way I will just have more insight from the stories in the books. And so far it's working. I'm about 200 pages in, and this is written for children, I believe. It's really funny. It's having me laugh out loud at certain points. I love a quest. I love the spider scene. That part was really fun. I'm kind of iffy on the dwarves. Like, I don't know if I really like them. I like Thorin, but I'm kind of like, and I like Gandalf and Bilbo. But yeah, It's fun. I am having a fun time. It's making me honestly way more excited to read The Lord of the Rings. It's good, but I don't know if it will be a favorite, but it could change my mind. I'm having a fun time and I'm really enjoying myself. So now I want to go over with you guys my January. I'm not calling it a TBR this month. I'm going to be calling it a bit of a menu, so I can kind of like pick off of it and I won't feel the pressure to read everything. Okay, my lighting may have changed just a tad. I'm trying to film this before it is dark. I never feel the pressure to finish my TBR. I enjoy making TBRs, but this way there's really no pressure. Like, it is a menu where I can choose what I want to read and I don't have to feel the pressure to finish all of them. So first, we have this tiny one that I have from the library. It's called First Love by Ivan Turgenev. I heard this recommended by Emma from Emmy Reads a long time ago, and it's very short. I don't know much. I believe this is Russian translated literature, and I read White Nights last month or this month and really loved it. So I'm just wanting to read more Russian lit, and I believe this is about love. I'm not sure. We're gonna find out. Then I also have Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro, and I loved Clara in the Sun. I've heard this is his best work. This has been on my TBR forever, and it is time that I hopefully get to this soon. This one is also rather short, but his writing is something that I don't want to rush through, so we will see. I want to make sure that I give it its proper amount of time. I'm trying to also prioritize quantity over quality this year and not reading just to read. So, The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. This is about a young Black girl who wishes that she had blue hair, blonde eyes, just like all of the other children in her class. I've heard that it touches on many different topics that people didn't even realize that it was going to touch on. So I'm very intrigued, very excited to read my first Toni Morrison, and this would be a great start to the year. I also have Near to the Wild Heart by Clarice Lispector. I heard this recommended from Leia on YouTube, and yeah, I don't know much about this. It's translated by Alison Intrican. I am kind of going in blind. I'm excited though. Then we have A Dowry of Blood, which I know has queer rep, and this is about, it's like a Dracula retelling, Dracula's Brides, vampires. It's past spooky season, but I can't wait till fall. So this could be a great start to my year. We also have Freshwater by Ekweke Imezi. I have not read any of their work before, but I've just heard wonderful things. So this is a possibility for January. Now we're getting into the bigger books. We have Betty by Tiffany McDaniel. I just heard this is really sad, so I don't know. About a girl born in a bathtub in 1954 to a white mother and a Cherokee father. That's about all that I know, and I might keep it that way, but I've heard this is going to make me very sad. So we will be starting the new year, maybe with some tears. We will see. We have The Binding by Bridget Collins. Carrie Can Read recommended this. It's a book about books, and I think book binding or books are illegal in this world. I think this young boy is forced to bind books, or his parents make him bind books with this book binder. Something that I might really enjoy. So I love a book about books. So I will let you know how I like this one if I get to it. Then we have Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner. It's a memoir. Michelle Zauner is the lead singer of Japanese Breakfast, and I listened to them in high school. So I'm excited to finally get to this. It's been on my TBR forever. A memoir, I have the audiobook ready to go on my Libro FM, and I'm probably gonna listen to it that way because I believe she narrates it. I think it's about Michelle has lost her mother, and it's a lot about food and H Mart and her memories of her mother with food. We have A Gentleman in Moscow by Amar Tolls. My friend in real life just really wants me to read this book. Shelby over here on BookTube, she's on here as well. She really wants me to read this, and I'm hoping this is the month that I finally get to this. I have so many good books. I don't know much. This is about a man that is living in a hotel. He's forced to live in a hotel. I think he meets some friends along the way. It's literary. I'm so excited. This is my January reads. Tomorrow is January, so I better get started soon. Hi, okay, I wanted to give some of my first reading updates of 2025. Sounds crazy. I have started A Gentleman in Moscow by Amor Towles. This is my good friend Shelby's favorite book, and I am so excited to read this. I am a little bit ways in so far. I'm absolutely loving the writing. I'm definitely immersed, and I feel like I am there in this hotel with him. This is about a man that gets like sentenced to stay in a hotel he may not leave, and I'm excited to see what all happens. I think he's gonna meet some friends along the way here, and I'm very intrigued. So this is one of my first books of 2025. I also recently finished When I Sang Mountains Dance by Irene Sola. This book was one of the most unique books that I have ever read. I started this in December and it carried into my January reads. And this is just a book that is so uniquely written. The prose was beautiful and it changed with every chapter. It was a different POV. It was so creative and so unique. That's just the best word that I can describe it. I highly recommend this book. It is translated from Spanish. Okay, hi, editing SP again. I apologize. This book is actually written and translated from the Catalan. It is written in Catalonia, Spain, and I accidentally said Spanish. I had not finished the book at the time, but I did my research and realized that it is not Spanish, it is Catalan. And it is just, I'm so glad I started my year with this book. Highly, highly recommend. We'll do a more full review later on, probably in my January wrap-up, but I also finished Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan. Sorry, this is just a here, I finished these books, but I did not give you updates as I was reading them, but so sorry. I forgot to pick up my camera to film, but I read Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan, and oh, I love Claire Keegan. She is just such a phenomenal writer. I love her. And yeah, I am going to go read A Gentleman in Moscow outside because it's really beautiful, but it's really cold. It snowed yesterday. And I'm gonna go get some sunshine while it's out. And yeah. Hello friends. Okay, I am here to wrap up this reading vlog. I don't know if this was rather short, but I finished The Hobbit and I had some thoughts and I wanted to just kind of like chat through it. I had fun with this. This was a fun adventure quest story. I love a quest. I thought it was fun. At times it would lose me. I don't know why. I can't pinpoint why, but at times I would find myself disinterested. I don't know if it was the young adult aspect of the book because it is enjoyed also by a younger audience. I love young adult and I love middle grade, so I don't know why that would be the case. I think the writing also, like, I was laughing out loud at parts. I thought this was really funny. I have not seen the movies, so maybe I would enjoy it more if I had watched the movies first. I don't know. So I liked it, but I didn't love it as much as I thought that I would. I gave this like a 3.5 stars. It was good, and I'm really glad that I read it, and now I'm really excited to watch the movies, but it wasn't like a 5-star like I thought it could be. But I'm glad that I started my year with The Hobbit. I loved the parts in the Shire, and I loved the descriptions on food in this book. I thought that was lovely. You know, they eat all of their breakfasts. I loved that part. So yes, if anything, this book has made me very excited to pick up the Fellowship of the Ring. I feel like I might enjoy The Lord of the Rings more than I did The Hobbit, but I wanted to read The Hobbit first as like a prequel to The Lord of the Rings, obviously. But yeah, I had a fun time. I recommend it if you have not picked up The Hobbit, but yeah, it's not going to be like an all-time favorite, but I really did like it. I had a really fun time, and yeah, that was The Hobbit. I think this is going to complete this little reading vlog. Thank you for watching. So I am currently reading A Gentleman in Moscow. I started that by Immortals, and I'm really liking it. It is my in real life buddy's favorite book, and I have been wanting to read it for a while. I'm excited that I'm finally getting to it. It feels like a great book to start off the year with. I did finish Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan yesterday. Phenomenal. Claire Keegan is a master of her craft. Claire Keegan can really write a short novel with a punch. Her books are so emotional. They are sad and heartbreaking and lonely, but full of hope. They are so hopeful and beautiful. I highly recommend picking up a Claire Keegan if you have not yet picked up a Claire Keegan. I feel like I'm starting off my year very strong with some pretty solid books. My goals this year are reading with intention and reading books that I just know that I'm going to love. I don't want to waste any time on books that are maybe popular that I don't know that I'm gonna like. I'm okay with taking a chance, but for the most part, I'm really wanting to read what I think I'm going to love and what aligns with me and my taste, and that's really exciting. So far, it's going really strong. So I will keep you updated on how this is going. Thank you for watching, and I am excited to talk more about books this year with you guys. So I hope you have a great rest of your day.